Greetings, Dominicans. It is an honor and privilege as Minister with responsibility for youth development and empowerment and youth at risk to launch a 5-month campaign focusing attention on child justice. This campaign is a collaborative effort between my ministry and the Juvenile Justice Reform Project, which is a joint initiative between the OECS and USAID. The project was established to assist member states of the OECS to reduce the involvement of children in crime and violence, and also to help in the matter of legislative reform, among other areas. Dominica fully supports the campaign, and a number of activities are planned for the next few months. The OECS USAID project has provided tangible assistance to Dominica. Reference can be made to ongoing support provided to Operation Youthquake. Operation Youthquake's facility was rehabilitated in the aftermath of Hurricane Maria. Further project assistance in the sum of $159,286 has now been approved for additional retrofitting works at that facility. This will certainly bring great comfort to residents and staff of the institution. Another important area of assistance is that of capacity development. Through capacity development, a number of practitioners, including social workers, the police, and probation officers, were given the opportunity to upgrade their skills and competence in order to better serve children. The Child Justice Campaign is timely, as it sets aside time to raise awareness about children who commit crimes. It is always saddening in any society when children commit crimes. The effect may not be visible, but it runs deep into the social consciousness. Children who commit crimes are endangered. Depending on the nature of the crimes, they may become targets for further crime. Their images may be tarnished for the rest of their lives. Indeed, youth crime could have serious consequences. The administration of juvenile justice and associated matters have posed various challenges to governments and institutions worldwide, not least the government of Dominica. Juvenile crime and violence is a matter of concern here in Dominica, with such crimes as theft and being armed with an offensive weapon. Substance abuse remains up till now the highest on the list of offenses attended to at juvenile courts in Dominica. It is a fact that many children are disadvantaged at the early stages of their development, which predisposes them to the committal of criminal activities. We are also aware of children who, because of a lack of role models, reject socially acceptable norms and values to the detriment of themselves, society, and the family. I am mindful that while certain family members are doing their best to keep their children on the straight and narrow path, there are those in society who take advantage of children by virtue of their age to engage in criminal activities like drug trafficking. I strongly appeal to adults to desist from using our children for their benefit in enriching themselves. The activities being organized during this awareness campaign therefore represent a call for greater vigilance on the part of everyone. Let me emphasize the old saying, it takes a village to raise a child. And every time a child commits a crime, we are all in mysterious ways responsible. It is a matter that invites consideration. We must therefore be vanguards of our children for the sake of our beautiful nature isle. The government of Dominica has and continues to harness resources to assist our children in becoming productive citizens. One such effort here in Dominica has been to enact modern legislation in order to have these select pieces of legislation respond more appropriately to current societal trends. I speak here of the OACS Harmonized Family Model Bills, two of which are the Children Care and Adoption Bill and the Child Justice Bill, which will better cater for children who are likely to infringe the laws of this state. Dominica is now closer to enactment of the family model bills. Let me emphasize that there are certain primary goals of the juvenile justice system. These include diversion, rehabilitation, addressing treatment needs, and successful reintegration of children back into the community. Research has shown that adolescents, because of their identity confusion, are less able to make informed decisions that require consideration of the long-term consequences. This is evident in the types of crimes being committed by children, and as indicated, theft is one of those crimes topping the list. Models for change initiatives have been developed by certain countries in order to make juvenile justice systems fairer, more active, and developmentally appropriate. While these efforts are geared to improve outcomes for children, our children who violate the law must be held accountable for their behavior. Restorative justice is an important aspect of the Child Justice Bill, which attempts to repair the harm caused by a crime. It is interesting to note that the OACS USA Juvenile Justice Reform Project in this cycle focuses on diversion, rehabilitation, and reintegration. One of the models for change initiative adopted by certain jurisdictions is diversion. This focuses on programs which seek to divert or redirect children away from juvenile justice systems, processing of matters, and also includes programs that divert children from detention in a juvenile justice facility. Another aspect of diversion is adopting alternative approaches to holding children accountable for the offenses they commit. Two major aspects of diversion are pre-charge and post-trial diversion. I mention these forms as they are internationally recognized best practice methods to deal with children. Dominica does not at this time have a formalized diversion system, but in my thinking, it is most desirable. Efforts are underway to have such a system. It is worth noting that pre-charge diversion is often coordinated by the police, while post-trial diversion operates based on directives by the court. Having said all this, I wish to formally launch the Child Justice Awareness Campaign to run over a period of 5 months. During the month of November, various practitioners will be targeted to raise awareness on the Child Justice Bill and associated matters. In closing, I wish to appeal to everyone to redouble our efforts to care for our children. If we do, we will contribute to nation building, and our effort will be rewarded in our children becoming resilient and law-abiding citizens. I thank you.